Mike Winters.
And good morning. It is 19 minutes after 8 o'clock, and joining us on the phone this morning from Eastern New Mexico University, Roswell, Donna Oracion back with us. Good morning, Donna.
Good morning, Mike.
How's, I know today's kind of a busy day for everyone out there as classes, the spring semester officially gets underway today at the ENMU-R. So I imagine there's a lot of people trying to get the lay of the land, get figured out, get settled in for the semester. So probably a little chaotic there this morning.
Yeah, it's always the first day is always exciting, but always, like you said, a little bit chaotic. Students finding their classes if they haven't been on campus very much, if they didn't take a tour or anything, they're getting their classes set, and instructors, welcoming their new students. And of course, we have online and on-campus classes, so trying to make sure that all the classes are accommodating students with our mask requirements and things like that.
Yeah.
Trying to adapt to our new our new reality, I guess.
Sure. Yeah. How is for this semester? Is it kind of a hybrid deal with some online, some in person, or
Yes.
what's the lay of the land this semester?
Right. We are offering, continuing to offer on-campus classes. So there is a good number of our classes that are face-to-face, and then some that are continuing online as well. So a good combination, because we know that a lot of students do prefer face-to-face classes as opposed to online. Their learning style is better suited to
Sure.
that. So
Yeah.
we want to continue to offer those. So we are offering those on campus. And, we just, as I mentioned before we came on the air, that we have a lot of just shifting of students maybe, dropping a class, adding a class.
Sure.
You can do all that through this Friday.
Yeah.
So there's still time if you are still really, 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 wanting to attend this spring and procrastinated as much as you possibly could.
So at this point, could someone that's not enrolled in the university get in for the spring semester? Or is it too late for that?
No, you can still, submit an online application
Okay.
or come straight into our Student Services Center.
Okay.
And the application is very simple, and just
Sure.
make sure that, we check your status. You've completed your high school diploma or GED, and then getting you in a class that is still open. And of course, you do have to make your payment arrangements if you're not on financial aid. So you have to make sure that you have paid, because we want to make sure students that are in classes are not taking up space for students that can pay or have paid. So
Sure.
we set up payment plans, and we try and do as much as we can to find a way for a student to pay for their courses. And then, as we've mentioned before, there's still a wide range of scholarships that are still available. And,
Yeah.
for instance, our foundation scholarships, the deadline is February 4th. So there's still time to apply for those scholarships as well.
Absolutely. Yeah. That's the thing is even if you're not on board with all those right now, get on board now. So when the spring or the fall semester rolls around here, or summer semester, you're lined up and ready to go with the scholarships and getting that money in place for the next semester.
Right. And if you go on our homepage, if you scroll down below the photo, we do have just a heading that talks about scholarships available for spring 2022. And if you click on that, you can scroll through and see the many scholarships that are available and what the requirements are and what you might be suited for. And so there's a lot available if you take the time to look through them and apply. So we really do encourage students to apply for those. So
Absolutely.
yeah, we're excited for the spring, and hopefully we'll have a good, smooth semester, and we won't have too many interruptions, whether it's COVID related or weather related or anything like that.
Yeah, knock on wood. Well, and one thing, especially for if today's your first day of classes and your first time attending Eastern New Mexico University Roswell here and going to college and all that, don't forget that there's a lot of resources to help you. You may not need them today because you think you got it covered, but here in a couple weeks, when you're full into the class and you're like, oh man, there's a lot to take in here. I'm kind of getting buried a little bit. there's a lot of resources on campus to help you navigate through that. If it's not directly through your professors and things, there's a lot of through the student services and stuff, different aids and things to help you with the educational side of it. So it's going to happen. It always does. There's going to be a time where you feel a little overwhelmed and everything. There's a lot of resources to help you navigate through those. So please utilize them. That's the difference between success and failure sometimes for folks.
Right, exactly. And in our Success Center on campus, which is in our Learning Resource Center, we have a lot of tutoring available. Just if you want to, you can make an appointment, or you can just pop in and say, I need help with this math class, or English, or science class, that sort of thing. And our instructors are very good about setting office hours, and you can talk to them after class, or whether it's in person or online.
Mm-hmm.
You can email them. Some instructors give you their cell phone numbers. It just depends. So we really do encourage students to take advantage of all of our support services, as you mentioned. So,
absolutely.
And then we have, co-curricular activities that we do throughout the semester, just things to encourage students to get involved on campus. And we just had a Martin Luther King event. We'll have some other events coming up, just to encourage students to get involved as much as they can with student clubs, or just getting involved in campus in general. We have intramural activities.
Well, and that's the college is more than just. I mean, yes, the main goal is to get an education. Absolutely, that's main goal number one. But college life's supposed to be fun too, and you're kind of for some it's transitioning from teenagers to adulthood, but others especially at Eastern, which is a community served college, you're going to find adults that are kind of past their college years here and all that. But regardless of your age, you can still enjoy the college experience and go and participate in things that aren't necessarily for class. There's a whole social element to it. Even in the COVID world, there's a whole social element to college that really can help navigate through the hard times too. There's strength in numbers. When you got multiple people struggling and stuff, and through some of these social organizations and things, you'll find friends and partners that can help you navigate through some of the other stuff too. So
right.
It's all part of that. That's kind of the whole experience. If you're only doing one facet, I mean, you may get what you want, but if you're trying to go for a degree plan or something, and especially if you're transitioning the high school to college, and single person, wanting to start the family and do all that at some point, now's the time. Get in there and make the friends and get involved with some of these activities. Who knows? You might find your next passion or hobby or interest that's outside of your curriculum.
Right, and we understand that we don't have the big college, collegiate football games and basketball games and sororities and fraternities, but we do have a lot of other activities, and it's on a more intimate, personal level. We want to make sure students meet other students and maybe don't get into their small groups. They expand their horizons and their social circle, that sort of thing, as much as we can, so that they can meet students with different interests and people they would never have met otherwise. And so that's where you make your friendships and lasting relationships. So we do try and get students to branch out a bit and work through the community service projects and a lot of different things. So it does make your college experience a little more full and enriching when you kind of get out of your comfort zone a little bit. So we try and help students do that as well. And that's part of our mission. We're a community college, and we want to make sure that students don't feel like they've been shortchanged just because they didn't go to a big university. Sometimes their experience is much more satisfying and enriching when they go to a smaller college.
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
We really try and create that environment for students. So we're really excited for the spring. And one thing we do have coming up, which working through the Department of Health again, there is a mobile vaccination clinic that's going to be around the Travis County this week. And on Saturday and Sunday, on our campus, even though our campus is closed, it's a van that will be parked in our parking lot.
Okay.
At our Performing Arts Center, and that will be Saturday the 22nd and Sunday the 23rd from 10 to 5. They will be there with the boosters with Pfizer for those 12 and older, and then also the kids 5 to 11. So you can get your initial dose or your second or your third booster dose. It's free. No ID is necessary. No insurance is necessary. So if you're still thinking about getting a vaccination,
Okay.
just an opportunity, they will be parked on the campus parking lot Saturday and Sunday.
Very good. So if you need number 1, number 2, or the booster, they've got you covered. And like I said, they're doing the children and everything. So
right. And, we're not requiring vaccinations on campus, but of course we encourage that. But again, we know it's a personal choice, but we do require masks on campus, and that is a continuing requirement that we are continuing from the fall. We do provide masks, and we also just placed an order for some new masks that have even more protection. So we'll also be, once we get those in, distributing those to our students and staff. And again, anytime you're indoors on campus, you will be required to have a mask on, and that's in class or just in a building. Of course, outside it's not necessary, but we know it's maybe not the most comfortable thing to wear for an hour or so, but
and your policy at the college is basically what the state mandates at this time, and that's what the state's mandating at this time. So
right, exactly. So and just encouraging, we're trying to keep spacing, and it's not a hard and fast. The 6-foot rule is not enforced completely, but we encourage smaller gatherings and that sort of thing.
If that's if that's really a big issue, the weather will be nicer here pretty soon. There's plenty of nice places to sit outdoors at the campus and get your work done and mask free, and you can sit under a tree or sit on a bench or sit somewhere and enjoy the weather and get some work done.
Right, and we are we have our new Reaching for the Stars sculpture that we've got now installed on campus. There'll be some landscaping and things put around that. We've got our automotive welding technology building that is being finished, and I was in there week before last, and they're making really good progress. That's going to be a really nice modern facility. Of course, our new physical plant building is open, and our old Quonset huts have been demolished. So if you go on Mathis Street on the south side of campus, you'll see that all cleared away. It looks completely different. So you can see the new building. Now they're not blocked. The new building's not blocked any longer with the Quonset huts. So those are all gone. So we have a lot of, we have some other construction projects that will be coming up. So we're opening infrastructure changes and improvements and a lot of activity otherwise. So we're continuing with all of that and making the campus as nice and modern and up to date as we possibly can.
Awesome. Hey, while we're talking about opening things and statuses, that kind of stuff, the Eye Center, is there any restrictions on? I mean, obviously wearing masks up, but as far as the public getting memberships and being a part of that, is there any restrictions there with COVID, or can people still get memberships and do work and things at the Eye Center?
Well, our Eye Center is really restricted right now.
Okay.
It's not open to the public at the moment.
Okay.
We're just working through some staff changes and some equipment issues, and so we're really going to just limit that right now to staff and current students.
Okay, so it's in-house for the moment, but
so
that should change sometime soon here.
Yeah, once that changes, we will let people know, but unfortunately now it's not open to the public at the moment.
Very good. Yeah, I just wanted to get an update on that. I knew that there were some restrictions there, but I didn't know if that was starting to open back up yet, but coming soon.
No, not yet.
Okay.
So hopefully in the future, but we'll be announcing some new community workshops that we have coming up through our Center for Workforce and Community Development. We have some new classes, kind of short-term workshops we're doing. Mm-hmm. So I don't want to share the details just yet. I don't want to misspeak on all of that, but we'll be getting that information out fairly soon. We'll be doing those in early spring, and then of course we have a new agriculture program that's gearing up. Mm-hmm. The classes will fully start in the fall, but we're getting all of that ready, and some of the prerequisite courses can be taken now. So a lot of new things that we're trying to do. that we'll be getting the information out.
Okay. Also, while I got you here, an update on the ENMUR Foundation. Do they have anything planned for the spring as far as fundraising or anything like that? I know the golf got kind of moved to the
Yes.
fall, didn't it? Or is that in the spring?
No, we're back. We're back in the spring.
Okay.
So we had our banquet in the fall. We had it in December.
Okay.
So we have it earlier in the fall, but we're keeping our banquet in the fall, and so our golf tournament will be in April. And
Okay,
I believe
good.
it's the very first Saturday of April.
Okay, so mark that on your calendars for your golfers and stuff. And I imagine here in the coming weeks, you'll probably be able to register pretty soon and all that good stuff. So
Right. We'll be gearing up that the planning for that next month. But yes, we will be having our golf tournament at the NMMI golf course in April, and that will be a good fundraiser for us.
I will tell you, yes, it kind of, around spring, it kind of starts to get to tournament season with a lot of various organizations doing golf scrambles almost every weekend from April till like October. But I will tell you this, the ENMUR Foundation one is one of the more popular ones. And I'll tell you because the swag, the perks, the organization's great, and there's a lot of great ones, but like the food is pretty good. You know what I mean? It's just usually they kind of step up their swag a little bit so to entice more people to golf. So if you're looking for a good one with good eats, the foundation one's a pretty good one to participate in.
Right, and we're probably one of the very first tournaments that is scheduled in the golf season here. So again, we want to make sure it's not too cold. It might be a little brisk in the morning, but we're one of the first tournaments that kicks off the golf tournament season in Roswell. So, and again, it will be April the 9th. Yeah, I was looking up on the calendar.
Okay, very good. And now I got one more very, very important question. I'm laughing, so take it in jest. I know this for a fact that the food services at the college, they put out a great breakfast burrito. It's on point, top. Well, in case folks didn't know, that same company is now doing food service at the air terminal.
Exactly.
And I heard some people raving about their breakfast burritos at the airport the other day.
Oh, okay.
And so now I'm like, what happens when you're at the South End? You're close to the campus, so you probably get a burrito there, but do you like say, I'm going to venture? You're like, hey, are they giving us better burrito? You know what I mean? Are they holding out on you guys and doing something over there? Or are they the same? Or they're competing against themselves here. Who's got the better burrito in the South? South end of town here. That's a serious debate. I didn't know if that was entering into the halls of the college there or not.
Right. Well, no, it's Summit Food Services, and they do a great job on our campus with catering. They catered our foundation banquet and did a great job, and they catered our return to campus in-service meetings. They do a lot of great catering work. But yeah, we do have great breakfast, and it's open to the public, so anybody can come in and get a to-go. Right now, it's mainly to-go orders. You can either call in advance, or you can just go in and order. They have great breakfast burritos, but they have expanded to the airport.
Yeah.
And so, they're doing both.
Okay. So I didn't know if you did like the Pepsi challenge and tried one at each and see if they were holding out on you or something.
But someone could try it. They could compare. They could get one at our cafeteria and then one at the airport restaurant and see which one's better. But they should be about the same.
Yeah, they're both. I know I've had the one at the college and it's excellent. The other day, someone was telling me the ones at the airport were excellent too, and I was like, "Oh, really? Good. Well, I wonder if it's the same one at the college or is it a different one?" So
no, they're all the same, but I know the staff was really excited to expand to the airport restaurant. I know all the travelers out there. It's really nice to have some food service back at the Air Center again. So it's a nice option. But
yeah, if you're flying out, get there early and enjoy a meal before you head out. So
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So we're fortunate that they can do both. They can serve our campus and they can serve the air travelers as well in Roswell.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
If folks have any questions about anything, don't hesitate to call the campus or get onto the website, roswell.enmu.edu. Like you said, you got this week to transfer and change classes or do any of that stuff, or even get in last minute here in the spring semester as well. But you might want to do that today. Don't wait till end of the
Right.
week.
And if you want to, again, our Student Services Center is the place to go for all of that kind of advising and registration activity. But you can also just call 624-7294 is the advising center number. Or if you go on our website, there is a text number that you can text. It's 575-404-1308.
Okay.
And you can just text your question and you'll get a response, whether it's about registration or financial aid, that sort of thing.
Perfect. Donna, is there anything we missed? Anything you wanted to share that we just got sidetracked on?
No, I just wanted to, again, remind people we are a year community college, and we really appreciate the support all through the year, and we're looking forward to a good spring semester.
Absolutely. And if you're looking for ways to improve your future, please log on to their website, roswell.enmu.edu. See all the programs that are offered to you through this college. I will tell you this, because really we're blessed because we're where that college is located, and being a former military base and all of that, it brings a lot of unique opportunities to this college that many colleges of that level do not have. You know, it's not often that you can get your pilot's license at your local schools, you know, or things like, or drone technology, or the nursing and automotive programs are top notch. And all of that's right here in your backyard. So check out the website, read it. If you're looking for, you feel like you're spinning your wheels and you want to do something, to make your life better, the college is definitely your friend and has many, many opportunities for you to do that. So check out the website, do some digging today.
Right, and I did want to mention, you mentioned that we are also offering an adult education entrepreneurial program that we also have information on the website. It's a class for 16 to 24-year-olds. You get paid. It's a free program. It helps you with your enrollment in the workforce. And again, you can find more information about that. The classes do start January 31st, and you can call our adult education program, which again is another resource on campus to assist you with getting your GED or high school equivalency, and then some other opportunities with workforce connections and the Workforce Development Board. So there is another opportunity there as well.
Awesome. Very good. Well, Don, I'm sure you got a bunch of stuff to do, so we'll probably let you get back to it.
Well, thank you, Mike. Appreciate the time.
Anytime, and we'll talk to you next time. And if we need to do it sooner or we got additional, please give me a holler, and we'd love to make that happen for you.
Yes, that will be great. Thank
Awesome.
you very much.
Well, thank you, Donna. Have a great day.
Bye.
Okay.
Thanks, you too.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. All right, that was Donna Oracion with Eastern New Mexico University, Roswell. Yeah, class is underway today, but you got this week to make changes, or if you just slept on it and said, hey, I want to enroll, well, get on down to the college, get her done. You got this week to make all that happen. All